For American-born artist Yarom and Meira Raanan and his wife Meira, November 25, 2016 was a night that they would never forget. The night of fire swept through their community in the hills of Jerusalem.
We didn't know if we were going to get out alive or not.
Yorom's wife Meira describes the moment he saw his art studio go up in flames.
He said to me, wow, that's amazing. Only good is going to come from this. And I couldn't understand it. I was like, only good is going to come of this? So he had an amazing attitude, which carried us through the months.
The two would manage to escape unharmed, but the flames caused heavy damage. While their home was saved, the fire would destroy Yorom's art studio and 2,000 of his paintings, over 40 years of his life's work. Prior to the fire, the award-winning artist, whose work appeals to many because of its spiritual themes, had displayed his work around the world. The Inferno also left behind only charred remains of their garden, which Yarom says in many ways was harder for him to live with.
The environment that I work in and paint in and live in affects me very much. So the day after the fire, everything's black and charred and finished, and all the bushes and trees and flowers that I planted and lived in weren't there. So I felt very disoriented.
But everything would have a way of falling into place. And 8 months after the fire, a new studio has been built where the old one once stood. And Yarom discovered a new way of painting. The artist, whose work is connected to Torah and the land of Israel, says while before the fire he would use bright colors and painted with acrylic and on canvas, after the fire he says his style has changed because he needed to feel closer to the earth and to the land, and can be seen in one of his paintings called Altar.
It does look like flames, doesn't it, sort of? And it does look like an altar, so like a sacrifice altar. But that was with an A-L-T-A-R. But then I thought it could also be altar, like it's been altered, it's been changed, like so it's A-L-T-E-R. And it could also be a painting of the studio go up in flames.
Yarom says rebuilding his life is a long process, but it's slowly coming together. And just maybe something good came out of that dramatic day.
I get to start my whole life all over again, and just great appreciation of every day in many ways.
For the Raanans, out of the ashes, a new life has risen. Erica Jackson, I-24 News.